Why do some performers in the musical theater industry thrive long term while others simply walk away? The main reason people are going to assume before watching this video is financial reasons. And yes, absolutely, that is a large reason why many people do not stay in the industry. But if you are someone that understands the financial side of this, then I want to walk you through the two main reasons why people typically quit or walk away from this industry. And there are two reasons that you can shift and control right now. Let's start out with reason number one, which is bitterness. We have social media. We can see what people are doing. We can see what people are booking. We can see them performing. We can see anything we want about them and even deep into their personal life. That has shifted the way that we approach this industry now. But if you allow yourself that feeling of bitterness to step into your heart and your soul and say, oh my gosh, how did they book that and I didn't? How are they thriving, even though they're probably not, because social media is not reality most of the time. Everybody has a wall or a front up, a film, a filter, if you will. Why are they booking work and I'm not? And if you let that bitterness take over your mind, I am telling you right now, you're going to quit early on in your career, and you're never going to make it past the first couple of years in this industry, because the first couple of years are the best ones. They are the years of like your newlywed partnership with this industry. Comparison mindset, you're going to have naturally. You are a human being, you have real feelings, you're not going to be able to ignore them. And then if you take that bitterness into the audition room, into the self-tape, into how you present yourself online, in your social media, in your website, in YouTube, in whatever way that you like to express yourself and be a part of the online world, it can get really nasty for you, for the other people around you. And then that makes you start to look at the industry as a very horrible, against you. People are pushing you away. People are putting you in a box. And that puts you on the defense. Rather than saying, this is my career. These are the interviews and the auditions that I'm doing. I didn't book anything this audition season. Okay, what do I need to work on? What can I do better? What steps can I take? You have to always be in that mindset of, I'm not going to let negativity take over. I'm not going to let comparison take over my mind and tell me that I should have booked that. How dare they? There are so many puzzle pieces, as we all know, that go into casting. And if you continue to keep your mind focused on auditions, training, connections, networking, opportunities, other support jobs, other hobbies, other interests, family, friends, partnerships, if you can keep that mindset, you can thrive long term. But once you hit that tipping point and you let that bitterness take over, I'm telling you from experience, pick yourself up, take a break, take a breather, and then come back to this from a standpoint of what I'm going to talk about next, which is reason number 2 of why people quit this industry, which is a lack of growth mindset. I have been in this industry since I was 18, and I'm telling you from experience that if you can keep a mindset of growing and learning, not just in musical theater, but in life, you're going to thrive long term. Let me give you a great example that happened to me in 2008 when we had the big housing bubble, the big crash, a lot of theaters closed, very similar to what we're seeing now, currently in this time period. And there was not a lot of theater to be had. I just got off of cruise ships. I had saved a lot of money. I was with my now husband, who I met on cruise ships as well, who's also in this industry. And we were trying to figure out how we were going to make money. And we ended up opening our own businesses. And I had this children's entertainment company where I did princess party characters and all kinds of entertainment. And that company ended up blowing up. And I was booking events all over the country, flying around as well. And then my husband, on the other hand, too, was like, what can I do? What do I know how to do? And he started playing violin for events. And he ended up opening his own business and becoming one of the top entertainers at weddings and events all over the country. That growth mindset gave us the space to build our first, we have multiple now, but build our first big business with the skills that we have as performers. And the best advice I can give you is to Not only think of your business as a musical theater performer, but expand that into other things that will make you money, that will use the skills that you have and give you other opportunities in life to learn other facets of entertaining businesses. Or if you want to be a photographer, if you want to be a social media marketer, whatever it may be for you, have a mindset of what can I do next? What other skill can I learn or add to what I already know? But you also need to have the mindset, if you want to thrive long term, and this is based on my experience, my husband's experience, have other things in the running. Have other things that you're interested in life and other ways that you can support yourself so that you're not down in the dumps when you haven't booked anything in a year or 2 years or maybe 3 years or beyond. Because this industry is going to have its ups, it's going to have its downs, and you need to have other options available that are going to make you thrive long term, both as a performer and also as a human being. Evolve. Take any type of bitterness that you have and turn it into passion. One thing I've said to a client really very recently, as we're talking about her transitioning from being a performer, specifically a dancer in musical theater and dancer in LA and commercial dancing, into her next chapter that she wants, which is bringing that information with her into a new part of her life and career. This new chapter is thinking about desperation versus determination. Take that bitterness and turn it into something that is not negative, that is not going to hold you back or keep you from exploring something new, whether it's on-camera work or commercial work or a different type of musical theater work or going to New York or leaving New York. Allow yourself the ability to say, okay, this isn't working, or this isn't working in the way that I want. What can I do now? What new training can I step into? What spaces can I step into? What can I maybe let go and say, this is something that's really interesting to me. I'm going to follow this path for a little bit and see what happens. Take new classes, try new platforms, create new businesses. I promise you, you will never know what could come out of saying, I can look like a princess and I can do parties and events and I'm really good at it and I really enjoy it and I can sing for you live and I can do wigs and costumes and makeup. That business allowed me the opportunity to make a lot of money, explore being my own business leader, making my own website, which led me to grad school, which led me to a decade of teaching as an educator, which then I closed that chapter and led me to starting another business for myself as a career coach and mentor. And while all of this was happening and all of these other experiences in my life were happening, I was still growing as a performer, sometimes more or less than my businesses. But I'm in this section right now of my chapter in my life too, where I can swing back and say, you know what, I have been training for the last year very, very, very hard. Been working on my fitness and nutrition and my health and my mental health as a human so that I can be better when I show up on the tape, which is most of the way we do that now, right? So what do you need to do so that you can avoid the bitterness side that comes with this industry that we see so many people dive into? And also, how can you have a growth mindset for your work as a performer, as an artist, and as a human being in this world so that you can thrive long term and not have to leave or quiet quit this industry? Because success in this life is what you create. It's what you dream, and then it's also what you make happen.